Look, so all I'm saying is that Super Mario Bros. Special, I'm not gonna lie, but it would have been done. It would have been done better if it was like on the NES or Famicom Disk System. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I wish that game had come out for that. But like, I don't know. It was so weird to not have that on the NES, considering that Nintendo owned it. But
yeah, you know,
I can't.
When
no Super Mario games on the NES.
It's a damn shame, crying shame. Oh, we're on. Hello. We're back.
All right.
We're me and Charkie.
You okay? You started coughing there.
Yeah,
started like sounding like you were sick.
Well, that's my tradition. That's
I'm just saying, dead or alive, we're gonna finish this game.
There we go. We got to it. We squeezed a RoboCop reference into this RoboCop playthrough. What a novel concept. If I was like a good host, maybe I would have like watched like one of the movies if I was like thinking it all, but I didn't do that. So nothing fresh in memory.
I thought about it and decided against it. So
I watched a clip or two on YouTube. I watched some clips from the 2014 one. Seems like a movie.
I tried really hard to sit and just kind of remember the plot of the movie and the things that happened when I saw it like a decade ago, and that's the extent of it.
Can we ask for any more than that, really? Yeah, so we're back to RoboCop, the first episode of which we played RoboCop for like 2 out of the 3 hours that show went on for, because it just broke down and wasn't working on the emulator we were using, the original Xbox version. Then we moved to the Windows version of it, and that one doesn't have the cutscenes, so that was unacceptable.
We moved to the arcade version of it, and it turns out that was just a different game entirely.
Who'da thunk? But this time around, we're playing the European PlayStation 2 release. And outside of maybe some Hertz hiccups between 50 and 60, this seems to be a fully functional version of the game. And so that's what we're going to conclude this with, because I think I can beat this. I'm fairly certain I can finish this fight in the next few hours or so.
You know.
Let's get this out to you. Video Game King asks, there's a 2014 RoboCop? Would you believe it? A reboot, if you will.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it last time that it looks like he takes Spiking in the City too seriously in that movie.
Oh god, the Titus Interactive logo was never meant to be seen that close up, and it's such high resolution.
It's like one of those, like, fucking Sonic EXE creepypasta things.
We've seen this intro before.
Yes.
I don't think we saw this. That little title card might have been missing in the PS2 version. Or maybe the Titus Interactive one too, is now that I'm thinking about it. Interesting. Oh, I should also mention, for the benefit of folk watching, that this is a new microphone. The heater is on in the background right now, but you can only hear it when I'm talking, and it's still very low, all things told, so I'm happy enough with that purchasing decision. It should hopefully improve the quality of the show somewhat. We're gonna jump into this. Oh, you go ahead.
Folks, remember our sub goal for 80 subs is to get Cass a new microphone.
Yeah, I know. I keep setting goals that I just immediately like, what if I just did the thing that we're working towards? So this is picking up where we left off in the playthrough, at the very least. We should check our cases. Oops, right, I accidentally skipped past all of them.
So it's been a while since the last time, and I need you to remind me some stuff, okay?
Okay.
Who's RoboCop?
Robert Cop is a former cop and turned into a robot who continues to be a cop as a robot.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
All right, cool. There is like the conspiracy plot going on here, if memory serves. There's the whole thing where I think the mayoral candidate is in on some sort of conspiracy or something. If it's important, they'll tell us in the game, right? They'll get back around to it.
Unless it's like the Destiny style storytelling where like they just say, hey, go to this website.
Oh, you know the worst thing I've seen on that note? I just saw it earlier today. Cathode Ray Dude who's a good YouTuber, posted on Co-Host, which is a good website, the worst decision they've ever seen in a video game in their entire life. That the first-person shooter Sprawl, released this year, all the lore pickups in that game are QR codes. Like, honest-to-God QR codes that you need to use your physical phone in the real world to scan and to read the lore, so there's no way to access that in the game itself. Dire stuff.
You just do it. Here's my Peter Molyneux tweet of an idea. Why don't we do a game where, like, all the interactions are performed by QR codes? Like, all the plot, all the dialogue, all of the combat, it's all QR code based.
See, what we're doing is we're breaking down the fourth wall between the gamers and the game. And where's the game really being played? In real life?
Actually, I just realized I'm kind of basically recreating that Barcode Fighters thing. That
oh, yeah, Barcode Battlers back in the day.
Yeah. I
got into those for a hot minute.
I feel like I wanted to get into those, and I never actually got it.
Tom Nook Yankee saying that QR code RPG is already a thing out there. Which I'm very curious to hear about. Deadly Force, what a rush.
My favorite part of being a cop, murdering people. Which is maybe
accurate.
Not the maybe not the most absurd characterization of a police officer. Folks, if any of you out there happen to be a police officer, consider giving a subscription.
Yeah, that's how we'll court them. You know, prove us wrong. Show us that you're willing to open your wallets and open your hearts in the process. It's... You know, oh, there we go. There's someone.
Okay. I was to say, if we ever get famous enough to, like, have a TV tropes page, I'm hoping one of our entries is just, like, constantly talking about how much we hate the police.
It's a trope. It's a trend.
At this point...
There's already a bunch of Bad Game Hall of Fame references on TV tropes. It's not by my will. It's not something I've encouraged. It's just something that happened to happen.
I was put on this wiki by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Referencing video games is another trope the Bad Game Hall of Fame does. They don't just play them, they reference them. They'd have some sort of snippy line like that. That sound. Is that part of, like, the glitch visual effect here?
I think so.
Yeah, the screen went away, and so did the sound, so... Intentional design. That's what it would look like if a robot was malfunctioning. That's what it would sound like. Now, I believe there's an ED... Yep.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
This might take a couple tries. My previous level playthrough of this, I ended with low health. So, we're gonna have to make do with the health we've got.
Boo!
Until you learn how a real cop does his job.
Harsh, but fair.
Officer down. Boo! You suck, officer.
They're calling in, like, when they're falling officers. Yeah, this scrub, this noob got himself shot. What a loser, am I right? We are gonna need some backup, though. For real, though. It's... Yeah. Oh, it actually restored our health and shield. That's nice of him. So now I should have no problem. Sierra the Cruxune said, oh yeah, this game totally walked so that Rogue City could run, didn't it? The idea of a RoboCop first-person shooter, I suppose so. I don't know how much they were cribbing from this game, let's say. I don't know if this game was necessarily a blip on their radar. Or maybe it is. Maybe, like, in the process of securing a license for a game, at a certain point, you're like, alright, here's the games that already exist.
Yeah, they look at it and go, okay, well, don't do that.
If you can do a little better than this, we'll give you the license. But, you know, this is not the first RoboCop first-person shooter. There was those levels in the Amiga version I think, or the Atari ST version, one of those computers from back in the day, which were totally polygonal 3D, and you played as RoboCop, and you shot the bad guys. And it was incredibly cutting edge at the time. Granted, those are like just the interstitials between like actual like very traditional platforming gameplay, if I remember correctly. But it is a precedent. It is the first.
I was gonna make some sort of comment on something, but I sneezed so hard I literally forgot what I was talking about.
Been there before. Sneeze so hard it scrambles your brain a little bit.
If it was important, I'll find it again.
Cannot shoot through the grating.
Of course not. Silly.
Here, have these.
Thanks.
Oh my god, how much do I need to toss at this guy?
How did he... Stairs, that's right. That's how he killed the ED.
Yeah, so clearly these bullets aren't going to work. Well, that rocket went right through me.
That rocket didn't work.
Okay, there we go. Now let's hide behind this wall so the explosion doesn't get us. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, there you go.
All better.
So, it's the only point of killing that ED to get the health back that you lost
fighting
the ED.
Yeah, but it also establishes that this gang, that this criminal organization we're up against, has access to the ED-209s. Important world building going on here. It's not like we had a previous level where they sicked one on us. Do I need that ammo? Do I need to go all the way back around? Probably. Ask her.
Wait, can you jump? Do you have a jump button?
No, RoboCop cannot jump.
Okay.
He can phase through solid matter, but he can't jump.
I thought I was gonna bonk you.
Sierra saying that Robomen can't jump. It's true, as the old adage goes. Tom No Genki says, could also be that making an FPS with RoboCop means you don't have to worry about making the movement look natural. Yeah, that's true enough. There are some people who feel that disconnect between a standard FPS protagonist and in the way they move in-game, it feeling unnatural. I've never cared enough to feel, like, put off by that, but...
Like, just give me a game where I can, like, go around going... and I'll be fine.
And games like that do exist, mercifully for you. Alright, I gotta know. And we have the benefit of save states now. So...
Give a thumbs up.
Ooh!
Game over is melting too.
That didn't happen. There, we got our arrest quota and everything. And a key card, so yeah, we're well on our way. The objective of this level, the primary objective, is to arrest the bad guy that we've been pursuing for the past couple stages. I believe Nex is his name.
You are under arrest.
This is the PAL version, so running 50 frames per second, right?
I can't tell from a glance, and I also am cheating a little bit in that I am overclocking PCSX2 because it was a little stuttery, and I don't know if that's like original hardware, if this game was just too ambitious for the hardware, or what the case might be. So we're getting it a bit smoother, and I'm looking at it, it doesn't look like 50. But
Also
maybe
surprised they didn't just call. Also surprised they didn't just call this Probotector 2.
Finally, I've been waiting for a sequel to this NES game for years. This has got to be the door, right?
You know, I kind of miss things getting like overly censored in Europe.
It was a golden era,
Like,
truly.
yeah.
Now it's just Japan
Like,
that has
change the name.
the censorship and like crazy.
Like, oh, we gotta change the name of this. Like Ninja Turtles? No.
No,
New
they're
branding.
Hero Turtles. Well, there's a big restore in the center,
Of
but
course, I say that as an American because I can just look at Europe and then laugh at it. Like, I get the real game. Y'all can have Protector.
should reload my guns. Actually, I gotta hold this one down. Oh, you know what I haven't checked? This view.
What? Oh. Well, it's still there.
It works. It doesn't kill the frame rate. So that is nice.
Oh, did it do that in the Xbox One?
It did it in the emulation of the Xbox One.
Okay.
Ran perfectly smooth on PC, but I think they also let us see through objects we maybe weren't supposed to be able to see through. So this would appear to be the correct implementation, complete with these lights having. I see what they're trying to do here, but having it just in this one corner of it is maybe not. Oh, geez.
That's actually your antibiotic view. It's letting you know that that area has like viruses,
germs in the
you need to
air.
Wash up. Yeah.
Well, we ran out of guys.
Here's some more. Official delivery.
Okay. They're not going to show it walking out. That's what it looked like it was waiting to do.
ED09. Oh, now you're authorized to use physical force.
Alright, there they are. So 3 grenades was not enough to do the trick last time. On its own, at least. Let's just fire the full 8.
Well, that wasn't an ED209 down there, right? It looked like a tiny little thing.
I think that was just the perspective on the camera. I think it was just a strange shot choice. In fact, I have to walk all the way around to get back down there.
Well, okay, I am right that it is not an ED209.
Yeah,
but
it's something else. It's quite large, though.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me take cover. Let me reload. Alright, thank you for your consideration. Wait, why are you running away now?
Well, I can't see him, so he must not exist. I'm out of here. Oh, shit.
No sense of object permanence. They didn't program that in yet. The next revision will get it for sure. Were they actually shooting me through the wall at a certain point? Through the scenery?
I think by accident, but yes. Those grenades are shit.
Yeah, evidently. Okay, machine gun it is then. At least I know hit scan works in this. Try some circle strafing, that's a neat trick.
So this is the level where bullet sponge we're looking at in level 4?
Level 5, I think. And it is a boss, in fairness.
This still seems like a lot.
It's also just a
was
boring
like-
fight.
It was like, what, 24 grenades? Like, over 10 seconds of sustained machine gun fire?
300 rounds in it. We pick that up.
Small me.
Doesn't have
Oh,
like
I
a
just
weak
realized
point or
that's-
something, does it?
That's full shield and power. I just realized that's what that was.
Yes.
I thought you were getting a 1-up.
No lives to
doesn't
count
make
in this
sense.
game. Well, we've completely gotten behind it now. Oh, that's it. That did it.
This is invisible. Ah, okay. I was about to think this was an invincible boss. Like, I would have assumed that you should have just left at this point.
Yeah, it's like games where you, like, you know, you got to break this object that's in the way, and you have to, like, hit it, like, 20 times. It doesn't show any signs of taking damage until that 20th hit. Snake's Revenge is lousy about that shit. Metal Gear is lousy about that shit. Did we get a new gun?
Did he say we need him alive? Okay, well...
He'll be fine.
You're gonna risk it, but I ain't talking.
Good criminal voice.
I needed to know. We're fine.
Okay, you saved. Good. This isn't like the Xbox thing where that's gonna break it.
Even people in chat, Video Game King was asking, what if this is an invincible boss and the point is run away?
What I was reading.
Wait, how did I not get
failed to neutralize the gangsters? Sorry.
Did I need to kill, like, literally every single enemy in the stage? I guess it is the 4th level. Yes, I will save. Will we get a cutscene? Will we interrogate him? No, we'll just get another one of these.
In politics, in Neil Detroit's mayoral campaign,
Dreamcast
seems to be on a slippery slide toward extinction, as witnessed by his increasingly dismal showings in public opinion polls.
In public
idea of
news, the staff
advertising photo development in the future.
All down for the count after ordering pizza that was highly contaminated with some type of substance.
So they're talking about a video game publisher where all the people died because of food poisoning. That was the hidden joke in that scene.
We got a break. That wise guy next left a message on his cell phone. The next brain drain delivery is at the old cathedral. Get over there.
Oh, this level.
Hey, be careful, big guy.
I think this is the 2nd worst level in the game in terms of just excruciating length.
Kill God. Got it. On my way.
Alright, let's actually read some of these, or at least scan them. Stefan Perry, so we still have a missing person. $75,000 reward. Add that to $104,000 we got from playing Action 52, and we're... Yeah, we got Nex arrested. These are just random folk. Good to know. Vocal messages. You mean voicemail?
No, it's the future. We call them vocal messages.
Ah, yes. Alright, that's good enough.
I prefer instrumental messages.
For a singing telegram to come to my door and deliver news to me. Okay, so this cathedral is out on an island. Imagine having to go here every Sunday. It's gotta hop on the boat to get to church. Oh? See, we wouldn't have gotten this cutscene on the Xbox, on the Windows version.
Welcome to church.
It wasn't me.
For once.
Now, will this cathedral level help to further the Jesus allegory for RoboCop that Paul Verhoeven envisioned originally?
I'm here for a baptism.
A baptism in fire. Yeah, we just gotta destroy 10 cases of brain drain. I have a bad feeling it's gonna be like that one mission from Stranglehold where we're destroying all the drug labs. So keep an eye out for any brain drains.
This feels like a painkiller level.
Man, I don't think about painkiller as much as I should. It is a good one, that original one. And then every sequel to it was just further diminishing returns. So it got to the point of, like, self-parody. Necrovision 1 I played, and it was okay. Maybe even good. Is that guy invisible? Oh, yeah, it's like a cloaking technology thing. It's intentional. So I suppose I should talk about the game a little bit, huh?
Yeah, if you want. No one's forcing you.
Well, then I won't talk about it then. If no one's forcing me, if I'm not being held at gunpoint to talk about the game that we're playing. If I can get away with just playing it and not have to say anything insightful about it, I'm gonna take that option every time. It's not great. It was reviewed poorly.
Yeah.
You know, which is why it's here. But, you know, playing it, the core of the gameplay, the shooting, it's fine. I think it's just
it is a video game.
The offensively long levels, the lack of checkpointing in them, the explosions being as wonky as they are, whatever the fuck is happening here.
There's no checkpointing, is there?
Yeah. Not in the middle of levels, anyway. I like this version of the RoboCop theme with church organs.
This is just how church services sound in New Detroit. Neo Detroit?
Neo Detroit.
I haven't seen 10 years.
They do call it Neo Detroit.
I remember that's Detroit.
You know, sometimes it's just fun to be a walking tank, right? To just charge boldly forward, not worry about cover at all. I am a cover not enjoyer in video games. If I can avoid taking cover in a game, I will absolutely do that. This looks like something that should open up.
I mean, part of the thing of this game is it gets to the point, though, where you do need to take cover a lot, right?
Yeah, kind of. No fall damage. That's nice. I think what I need to do is go to here. Do something at the pedestal here. You know, but ultimately, like, you know, like, more often than not in this game, you are just walking directly into gunfire and shrugging it off. And it is taking a toll, slowly but surely. You know, it's generous enough with the healing items. Oh, there we are.
Now 100% operational.
Can I interact with anything here? That's what I'm expecting. Can I shoot this glass out? Oh, yeah, look at that. That waterfall of... Oh, we're doing that again. I love that.
It's like you're winning at solitaire.
Dorito waterfall, says Sarah. I swear there's something you can do here where you can interact with this and push it aside, and there's like a staircase under it. But I don't remember how to trigger that, and they're not giving us any clues about where to go and what to do.
Definitely a video game thing to happen. A button that reveals a secret staircase in a church.
Maybe if I light this on fire, it'll open the door? No? Gotta be something. Wait, hold on. That's really just more glass we can shoot out. That'll keep them watching. Did we go through this door, or was it locked? I'm gonna guess locked. Yeah. Okay, game. You got me. Go back up here. There's got to be something up here, right? I know that one way was a dead end, but was there a way to the left that I could potentially go? Ah, now we're up to something. Now we're cooking. How do you feel about vulnerability in video games? Do you feel like it's a necessary thing? Look, in terms of like, you know, like taking damage, in terms of being able to like to charge boldly forward.
I mean, it depends on the game. You know, like I don't want to play like Metal Gear, you know, Solid.
Sure, I'm not saying like for every game, but I'm saying this in terms of like, do you get anything out of like turning invincibility on in a game, and like is that like fun at all? Like, you know, like, let's say like a Grand Theft Auto, like in turning on invincibility and playing that way, or like a GoldenEye where you unlock it as a cheat.
Not really. Like I remember I tried playing Celeste, and I was having like a hard time of it. Like I was like a real hard time of it. So at a certain point, I turned on the assist mode stuff, where it was like I had like invulnerability, so I could get past the puzzles. And there's somewhere I was like, you know, it doesn't even feel like I'm playing the game anymore.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You know, kind of removing the challenge didn't leave much.
I need you to do me a favor, by the way. I need you to, one, appreciate me shooting out all this glass, and two, to look up where the hell we go, what the hell we do.
You're being shot at, so that's a hint.
There's like a little platform here. Wait, hold on, sir. Thank you. Anything I can interact with here? Is there... Oh, up.
There you go.
Okay. Those guys shooting at me was actually a good way to get my attention and show me the direction I should go. Credit where credit's due. That's intuitive design. People complain about their yellow paint, but a good way to steer your player's direction towards something in lieu of that, to make them to totally, like, you know, like be steering them in their gaze, but to not make them realize that that's what you're doing. Toss some enemies in it. Was this where the switch was? No, where was the damn switch?
That you just flipped the first time?
No, the broken lever. The one that wasn't functioning. Oh, it was up and... Oh, we gotta go up the stairs again? I'm assuming that the one lever will function now, if not, like, having opened a door by this point.
You're saying how good it felt to play as, like, a walking tank?
Yeah, this is the downside of it, isn't it? This is the trade-off.
Yeah. I wasn't saying it at the time, but it's like... Yeah, that sounds good up until the moment that you actually need to traverse.
It's good on paper. I think the lever was over here.
Sarah remembering that the health item in this game is literal baby food.
It's a reference.
It's a basically incorrect reference as far as I'm concerned.
It's an extrapolation. This had better work now. Okay. No idea what it opened up, what it accomplished. That's something they could cue better. It has nothing to do with this? Really? It has nothing to do with pushing this into the side?
My arms are feeling stronger now.
It's gotta be this door then, right? Oh yeah, see, there it is.
You got this. I don't need help.
I want us, you and DeMarco, in my office tonight. Get a switch in our hands.
Was that the vocal message?
I think you have the phone. Maybe.
Yes.
And you're intercepting that call. Like, I like how, like, RoboCop is getting this, like, huge evidence of conspiracy in, and his reaction is to see a shield and go, "Shield." It's like if anyone's, like, talking to you and you see a dog and you go, "Dog."
Alright, so it's nothing to do with this. This tile looked off to me. I thought there would be something here. But ultimately, all we did was come down here, trigger that phone call, get a couple items. I don't think any of them were, like, a key card. Oh, repopulated with enemies, though, so...
Thank you for your cooperation.
Positive progress. My solution to invisible enemies is to just not stop shooting.
And that works.
Not like we have collateral damage to worry about right now. Unless one of these guys gets the idea to surrender.
You better not surrender, because I'll be so mad.
Yeah. You'll really get in the way of my shooting down everyone.
Cops working on, like, reverse psychology.
Now it moved!
You better not give up, criminal.
See,
there you go.
I was right. I've been vindicated. Magic Meow saying Switch version of Rogue City looks great. It would not run at this frame rate. RoboCop 2003 on the Switch would not run at the frame rate it's running at here. This game on Switch would run at like 10 or 15.
Burn them down!
What's that?
That blue stuff?
What is that? Yeah.
Projectiles being fired by this robot lady. Will she blow up? She looked like a robot, and they usually blow up. Maybe the explosion is invisible. Maybe the cloaking works on the explosions as well.
Like an alcohol fire.
What was that rocket launcher again?
I know there's some enemy. Maybe it's that enemy that shoots some sort of blue thing that is just like... Yeah, it is that. It is that. I just saw it melt through all your shield and power.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to load. Oh no. I was switching the save state so I could... Fuck.
How far back is this? Okay, well...
Well, at least we'll have full health when we go back down there. Oh, I did have the save state for a reason. We never got to check out the arcade in the previous playthrough. So this is the arcade from the second level. All the textures are so low you can't even tell like what they are, what they're trying to convey. Space shoot. Spaceship. Space zoom.
Zoom. So you can send people money.
And the world's worst foosball? Is that what they call it?
Yeah? Foosball?
Oy vey. There's so much glass I need to shoot now. Come on. There we go.
You're shooting faster than that falling glass could render.
Alright, no, we need to go this way. The first switch. Wait, hold the phone. Read the message from How Do I Even Exist?
My boss was trying to become a pro-competitive foosball player.
Yeah, we're gonna need details on that. Like, right now. Straight away. You're gonna have to give us the full scoop on that. So dox your boss for us. But no, this is like the competitive foosball. I mean, there's things for everything.
Yes.
But
you get, if you're a pro foosball player, do you get a sponsorship?
Tech-Dex gave sponsorships to their fucking finger skateboarders. It's not outside the realm of possibility that there exists an organization that is just out there sponsoring foosball players.
Just one guy. Just one really bored billionaire who just keeps paying people money to play foosball.
How do I get that gig? Being a loaded billionaire? Maybe foosball is the way forward. Maybe that's the as
far as I know, Tom Nook, Tech Deck does still exist. They were selling them back when I was working retail, which was not that long ago, within the past decade.
I still see them at the mall. I go to malls with some of my kiddos who like mall walking, and the toy shops still stock Tech Decks and Tech Deck accessories. I remember I was so broke in like middle school that I couldn't afford Tech Decks, or you know, my mom couldn't afford like the Tech Decks. It wasn't something so frivolous, and so what I did instead was I would make my own like not skateboards because I didn't know how to do the wheels, but I made snowboards instead out of paper.
Yes,
and I just cut like rounded edges on them. Yeah. And I figured out how to do tricks on those and get them to stick to my fingers so I could like do ollies and stuff. And I'm like, isn't this cool, guys? And everyone else with their Tech Decks, all the cool kids with their Tech Decks. No one even had Tech Decks.
I'm like Shaun White. He's cool, right? Everything just says, so we go to a lot of foosball competitions and meets. Foosball was huge in the 70s. But today there's only economic space for like a couple top players to go pro. Like Tony Spreadman and Ryan Moore.
Know him by name. Impressive.
Say the boss wasn't anywhere near the top, but good enough to wipe the floor with anyone at a bar or arcade. So a foosball hustler.
I mean, that's all as good as you need to get at foosball, realistically. That's as good as you need to get at billiards, at pool. The point where you can convincingly play bad and then con people into playing money matches with you.
Yeah, become the Minnesota Fats of foosball.
Burn them down!
Alright, we gotta watch out for those blue beams.
Yes.
Look out!
Where'd she go? Did she just run away, or?
Maybe.
Because I don't think I shot her.
Ammunition.
He turned invisible too hard and became non-existent.
She became incorporeal, yeah.
Ammunition.
Tragic fate, but saves us time, so... Alright, we gotta see where the blue comes from. Over here? Two of them?
Well, the most devastating enemy attack in the game makes no sound effect.
Well, we dispatched the both of them, and we were at 40 health. But I assume there's going to be some healing around here. That's a shield icon, that toolkit, so that'll give us 25. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if the enemies, if that attack that is so devastating was intended to be as devastating as it is. There's a lot of this, like anything that does damage over time, anything that's like a lingering explosion, obviously the scale is kind of out of whack on those. Because of the damage per frame stuff. There we go.
So if you could underclock this game to run at 1 frames per second,
we'd be invincible.
Yeah.
Man, this holy water is a little tainted, I will say.
Citizens like you make my job worthwhile.
The citizens I get to murder make my job worthwhile.
If I can't kill them, they don't mean much to me.
Shield.
Alright, so there's still one up there. This will probably take us around. Up and around. Where'd they go? Could have sworn there was a dude up here. Oh, okay. That explains a lot. And sorted.
Ammunition.
Which means all that's left to do is to figure out how to progress the game again.
Shield.
A lot of items this way.
Ammunition.
There we go. Not even gonna mess around with these. We got 11 more missiles in this thing. So you might as well just use them liberally, right? Magic Meow saying, this game doesn't seem particularly exciting. Well, they can't all be winners, can they? When you run a bad game Hall of Fame, they can't all be exciting bad. But we started it, so we've got to finish it. That's the new rule.
Ammunition.
Alright, so that's where we came from, I presume. Left, right, and center. The arrows are pointing that way, which means I'm going to explore every passage except for that one. Oh, jeezy Louisey. Okay, so we go that way. Our health very quickly drains. RoboCop cannot breathe underwater. That is good to know. Oh, this is the brain drain. Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
I mean, it looks like an archaeological dig. Are they trying to find Jesus? Like, literally?
Yeah, they want to see what happens if they gave Jesus brain drain.
Do they think Jesus is buried in Detroit?
Alright, that's fair. I had to save, so I wasn't too worried about that.
Ammunition.
But if you were to die here, you wouldn't start where the load was. You would start at the beginning, right?
The very beginning of the stage. Oh! Walked into it too soon. Got ourselves some TNT that didn't blow up when we hit it with a rocket launcher.
Oh, guy.
I was gonna let him figure it out. I was giving him time. Sometimes I feel bad for him. You know, sometimes they need like a little extra time to get prepared, and I understand and I respect that. You can't have a minecart level, by the way, or a mine level without giving you dynamite to blow up some rocks. So they are observing that law of game design.
I thought you were going to say you can't have like a minecart level without a minecart section. I was looking forward to RoboCop like riding a little minecart, like
that
Donkey
would be
Kong
adorable.
Country.
Yeah, I hope that happens. Somehow I don't think it will. Let me in, let me in. Oh, I did put the dynamite down there though. And it gave us extra health.
There you go. Well, drop a save. That's
Yep, no, that's
best place.
Best place for it. So it wasn't strictly necessary, but I'm glad we did it.
This should be like Narc, where you have the option to either destroy the brain drain or take it.
Or just take all of it, just shoot it directly into our veins. You know, for as much as I talk about and reference that Narc reboot, that PS2 Narc game, where the officers take drugs, I've yet to actually play it yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Is that game bad enough? Did it review poorly enough that I could play it on the show? That I have an excuse to...
I don't know. It's like, I know everyone found it,
reprehensible?
What I'm looking for. Not even that, just confusing. Like, why would they make this?
Time was right to bring back Narc.
Is maybe the word I was looking for. Well, IGN gave it a 6.5 out of 10.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
So it's worse than Imagine Party Babies.
Let's see.
See what I'm
All
doing is
versions of the games.
You go.
All versions of the game generally receive positive reviews, being praised for its intense action and enjoyable gameplay, but criticism for its repetitiveness.
Yeah, that parses.
Oh, wait a minute. No, this is the wrong. That's for Narc, the original.
Oh, why were they reviewing that? What year did they review that?
No. The quote I was doing was Narc, the original. Wikipedia doesn't even have an article for the 2005 game.
Very telling. Also, I noticed there was a drink up, so I gotta give the people what they pay points for. And that is to hear this uncorking sound. I hope that picks up on the new microphone.
I heard it.
Good rule of thumb.
Let me try this again. Narc on the Xbox has a Metacritic score of 51. I looked up like Narc 2005 on Google, and it took me to the Wikipedia article, and the Wikipedia article is not for that game. It's just a blurb on mentioning like, yeah, also they made a 2005 game. Anyway,
just tuck that into the existing article. Oh, jeez. So I think we need to go through this water to find the brain drain, but we take damage in the water if it's too deep, if it comes up above our head. So let me quick save here, and also, how do I even exist says, very satisfying uncorking sound, thank you. Now, I want to say, not to toot my own horn, but I thought about it, I realized how integral, how great that sound effect is, so I've gone to lengths to make sure that we will always have that sound effect when I drink up, because I ran out of the original whiskey that came in this bottle, and so I replaced it with, I poured in a different whiskey that didn't have as satisfying a cap on it into this bottle so that I have the cork sound. And those are the lengths I go to for the show.
Just be sure to get that cork back in so that you can make that sound again. Go ahead. Alright, good. It's in there.
That's how you gotta smash it with a cartoon mallet to get it back in there. It's the unfortunate thing. I know there was another gate around here that I ignored initially, but I would like to find again. I can see why people don't like this level, and I certainly don't either. A lot of meandering, a lot of walking around. It's labyrinthian, these caves. Suppose we could just follow the arrows and maybe it'll eventually get us there. But the good news is I don't think any other level in the game is like this. Like, we got the second level and we have this one. We have the junkyard and we have this one that are more open-ended to their own detriment. Now, am I really about to take damage and go down here? I didn't end up taking damage.
I'm used to it.
Dead end. How do I even exist says, I love a labyrinthian cave, but this does not seem like a good labyrinthian cave. I hate a labyrinthian cave, and this is among the worst for a counterpoint. I just don't like anything maze-like.
I prefer a Lynchian cave.
Yeah, weird characters popping up out of the walls to speaking backwards in riddles.
Everything is like some sort of dream or metaphor.
What I'm doing. Can't you see?
Like, I can understand how it gets tiring for some people, whereas, like, you know, I thought this was supposed to be a stalagmite. Why can't this literally be a stalagmite? Why does it have to be some sort of metaphor for, like, the afterlife or something? But, you know,
if I had $1 for every time,
mood.
Yeah. Oh, there's another drink up.
Like, there was this bat, but then, like, the bat turned out to be a metaphor for all human evil and was also a space alien, and, like, I just thought that was too weird. It's like, no, it's an artist's vision.
Let us in, let us in! Let RoboCop ride a minecart, damn it. And Rogue City does nothing to address that. Hey, Charkie, this level sucks.
Yeah.
The door is electronically locked. Do I need to destroy every brain drain before it opens up?
Probably. I think I was muted earlier when I was responding when Magic Meows said that this game doesn't seem very exciting.
Yeah, you didn't have an immediate comment, yeah.
I was saying, go figure, bad games are sometimes just kind of bad.
Yeah, that is the risk we want to run with this show. I should be, you know, I could probably talk on that for a minute. It's something to talk about, unlike the game right now. which is that, you know, in the pursuit of bad games and trying to find the gems among them, the diamonds in the rough, the ones that are exceptionally bad, or the ones that are misunderstood and underrated. There's a lot of chaff you gotta separate to get to the wheat. And so, you know, some of the games we pick, some of the games we examine, and we'll examine all of them, clearly. We'll get around to every game that's ever been called bad, is the ultimate goal of the show. And yeah, some of them are just going to be...
There's not that many.
I mean, I have a list with 780 on them so far, and it's very incomplete.
Most people, like, tend to be optimistic towards games. Most people tend to give a lot of grace towards video games and not want to call them bad.
Yeah, that's what I've always understood people, is that people don't deal in hyperbole and definitely don't call every game that comes out and is middling the worst game of 2023. New worst? Yeah, definitely not a lot of stuff we have to separate there. I don't know, I'll open this one up. This is a question I'll ask the chat and you, which is, more notable bad games. I try to spread them apart, I try to save them, but as in this modern era of bad games coming out, like seemingly like every month there's a new worst game of all time candidate or what have you, however people like to hype them up. And this question from how do I even exist? What do you think is the worst game of 2023, like legitimately? And you know, the truth of it is that I don't play too many contemporary games anymore, so I haven't played a Gollum, I haven't played a King Kong, but the question I was going to build up to, that I was going to lead to is, should I? Should I play more of those?
Thing is, I can't justify spending the money on those kind of games, particularly for myself, where I think they'd be very interesting in, like, the sense... I think it'd be very interesting to play in the sense of, like, okay, like, this seems to be, like, a dumpster fire from what people are saying. What is it? Like, where do they go wrong with this? Is it that bad? All that stuff. I can't justify spending, like, $50 to say, like, oh, hey, yeah, let's see how bad this actually gets. Because that's what helps with, like, looking at older bad games, is that, you know, you can't spend that money on these anymore.
Kill me. This level has been going on for so long. I've gone around the loop so many times. You know, ultimately the goal of the show, though, is, you know, or, you know, like, intention of running the show is that we do get money at some point, and I can use that money to buy. I can budget for buying some of those bad games. So, you know, if you want to see us play Gollum, send us some fucking money. Yeah. You know, I'll get around to it sooner than later.
But I've been seeing stuff like, you know, Kong and Gollum and Walking Dead and that kind of stuff lately, and been thinking, like, yeah, that's something we should probably look at, isn't it? But, you know, $50 to $60 for any of those things is pretty steep.
There's a lot of chat. Would you mind reading it, like, old messages first, newer messages more recently, while I continue to stumble around in the fucking dark here? This fucking level.
Let me.
I hate this. It's really hitting me now.
let me get up to the. All right. In terms of worst video games of the year, Sarah says Golems won the argument. What? Yeah, I get the reference. I had to think about that for a second. I get the reference.
Yeah, okay.
Video Game says the new Silent Hill, and Match Me Out says Silent Hill Ascension isn't a video game. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, it doesn't meet the criteria, unfortunately.
Like, we can't go back and play it. As it were. Regarding, like, the more modern stuff, as in, like, this year's stuff, How Do I Even Exist says, like, I'd be interested in your take on them, the reception, and, like, their role in the overall bad games discourse, where they fit in the bad games history, where they inherit anything from the legacy of earlier bad games. So I like talking about them, but I feel like at a certain point, like, 'cause I'll bring them up, because, like, I was talking, like, one of our last streams, just talking about Walking Dead, Destinies, and, like, stuff I had seen, and, like, I didn't want to say too much at the time because I wanted you to go look into it, but, or, like, see some footage for yourself, but I feel like at a certain point, if you want to talk about a bad game, you got to play the bad game.
No, absolutely. That's why I usually withhold.
Yeah.
This is a very, like, broad comment on it.
Like,
Charkie,
look at all the stuff.
I need you to look up something for this game. I need you to look up anything for this game. I don't even know how we begin to parse it, but I need you, because it's getting desperate here. We're an hour in, and we've been on this stage for 40 minutes.
Okay. We are in the mines, right?
Yes. Yeah, and to talk about, like, you know, like, talking about games and where their role is in, because I'm looking at a message here that reads, I think in some part, the contemporary bad game is something that brings people together to rag on it. It says, how do I even exist? And yeah, you know, the definition has changed. I mean, what we consider to be a bad game has used to just be, like, a game that reviewed bad and was generally agreed upon to be, like, a bad game. But now the definition of bad game is expanded to include, like, AAA games that, like, may have, like, really good, compelling core gameplay, but are just monetized in a way that people aren't kosher with, or just, like, has, like, a toxic air around it that poisons everything. So I feel like we've really expanded in recent years on the criteria for it. Like, that's like a SimCity 2013, right? Which definitely had legitimate issues, was definitely, like, a downgrade, but was, like, more or less a functional game outside of the DRM. Never mind, I fucking found it. Oh, God.
I was about to warn you that the guide gives up.
Does the game end? Or does the guide end at that point?
There's one guide, and it says, I have tried to draw a map of the area, but there are too many passageways and random directions that seem to magically link up with others, and as yet have not come up with a usable map. I may try again in the future, but until then, my only advice is stick to one wall and shoot out lights as you go so you recognize where you've been. That's the entirety of it.
That is good advice, shooting out the lights. That is a good idea. But, we solved it. It took forever, but we did it. Now I just need to find that goddamn door again. Yeah, if you thank you for trying, and it is funny to know that the guy gave up. That is a good thing to know. And that we'll be flying blind for the rest of this. But I don't think we'll need it. I think we'll be fine.
Sarah says at least the Golem and King Kong game, King Kong and the new Walking Dead game are video games you can laugh at. Yeah, they do seem like I don't know how they would hold up in the long term in terms of like a full playthrough, but they do seem like games that are trying to
find a way to say it diplomatically, or just
yes, their failings are funny to look at.
Yeah,
the particular ways that they do not miss the mark. They do miss the mark. They miss the mark.
Yeah, no, for certain. And, like, you know, part of, like, it's sad, obviously, like, to know the circumstances involve people suffering at their jobs. Like, the culture of, like, crunch and like crazy deadlines and lack of budget. These are all things that are, you know, in a grounded sense, in a real sense, are, you know, sad to think about, but there has to be some amount of levity to it. There has to be some way to look at those situations to have a laugh at them, because it's the only thing you do to keep from crying, you know? It's like it's always a specter that'll loom over the bad games discourse, which I exist in, which I live in at this point. I live the gimmick. And yeah, at a certain point you have to acknowledge that these things aren't made in a bubble. They don't come into spontaneous being. They are the result of people's hard work, and we are effectively shitting on it at some point. But on the other hand, you know, these are products that are sold as ostensibly for $60, now $70. That, you know, they don't write on the box that this shit don't work. They don't say on the box that, yeah, by the way, this is glitchy as hell. Sorry, we didn't have time to finish it, you know? There's the expectation that you're purchasing a fully finished product. And when you don't, you have right to be angry about it. And you have right to seek out content that verifies your genuine issues with it. I still think people should play bad games before they comment on them, though. I still think people, if people want to talk about how bad a game is, you need to play through it, which I know comes back to like an earlier point you made, and I need to find this door, and it's taking just as long as trying to figure out how to.
People were confused saying there's a new Walking Dead game.
Oh yeah,
the NFT one. So the Walking Dead Destinies is what it's called. From what I've gathered, from just kind of looking at things, it looks like it's a retelling of the show, except at key moments you can make decisions that branch off either into how it does in the show, or like some new decision and change the destiny of the characters. Oh, cutscene. Anyway, it's a third-person shooter kind of thing, third-person stealth shooter, and it's a Game Mill published thing. So that's probably going to tell you a lot.
Yeah, that's the end of the level, mercifully. I thought for a second I had a fear that after the elevator, level would just continue, and imagining someone who made it that far and then died and had to start over from the beginning, and at that point I would snap the disc and toss it out the fucking window for this game.
The investigation into the distribution network for the new drug Brain Drain is moving full speed ahead. According to our sources at the Neo-Detroit Police Department, a roundup led by the city's top cop, and you all know who I mean, RoboCop, led to the arrest of William Nex, one of the kingpins in brain drain traffic. This dangerous criminal, whose alias is Crime Lord, is currently...
Wow, they really gave up with that nickname, with that alias. Crime Lord.
We're going after a guy we call Illegal Man.
Unknown. Unknown. No information available. So we have these names. We have these new players in the game, but we don't have any idea who they are or what they look like. We'll know them when we see them, I suppose. Still here. Looks like there's a lot of stuff happening in chat, a lot of discussion about baggage, which I'm happy about. Is good, and I know, like, you know, you're looking for like the ones that you can point out and whatnot, but
no, I'm waiting for like the cutscenes to end so I can get back to. Oh wait, all right, no cutscene.
New gun though.
Oh.
Like a 50s sci-fi gun.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is?
Oh, it is a... Okay. Pew, pew. Zap.
Yeah, so what are some good comments?
Hecate Trivia said, contemporary bad games are sometimes janky indie games that are made by people trying their best. I find that type of quote-unquote bad game to be really charming. Yes, we did cover Boo Bunny Plague.
Yeah, no, that was one of the first ones of what I'm calling the new era of the Bad Game Hall of Fame stream, since we had the bright idea that maybe it would work better if I brought along co-hosts, because I am more comfortable that way. So that was a real turning point. That and Bullet Witch, that was the first one you were on.
Yes. I started playing a game literally today. It's I would call it a visual novel called About an Elf.
This is a
It's on
present from me
Switch.
to you.
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt, but congratulations, Magic Meows, on being subscribed for 6 months. Thank you for upping the subscription again.
Oh. Yes, thank you.
So, About an Elf.
Anyway, About an Elf. I have a feeling that a lot of people, if they were to see that game, would just immediately think, oh, this is bad. Because it is, like, very bizarre, and there's, like, not a lot of... What gameplay there is, like, a RPG battle system, but it's not really a battle system at all. It's like you just choose one option. So far, at least, I'm still pretty early on, but so far it's like you choose one option that's pretty obvious, and that's it. And like the graphics are extremely weird, and the writing is extremely weird, and I feel like people would look at it and go like, "Oh, that's a bad game." It's like, nah, that game knows exactly what the fuck it is, and it's great. And even in a case where like a game isn't being, you know, knowingly kind of like, I don't know if abrasive is the word I'm looking for. It's like unapologetic about how weird it is. It's just like weird or janky in a way that's unintended. Like, it can still be good.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, because I think they're... I think Boo Bunny Plague is alright. It has problems. It definitely has like legit gameplay problems.
But it's unabashed in what it is.
Yes, I really appreciate what the game wants to be and what it is going for, and I don't think it like wholly fails on that level or anything like that. It does feel easier to take the piss out of like a AAA bad game. Although even then, we do recognize the fact that, you know, a lot of times it's devs also trying their hardest and not being able to put out something good, usually because of some... not in the case of, like, you know, they just didn't have the know-how, or they just didn't... Or they were in over their heads in terms of, like, what they thought they could do, but
it's a victim of
like,
corporate mandates.
Yeah, a publisher or some higher-up, like, fucking things up instead. But it does feel easier to be able to kind of pick on a AAA game because, well, it's, you know...
It has the feel of being made by corporation, being made by committee. That you're not targeting someone's, like, exclusive vision. That, you know, at some point a board, a committee, tried to, like, make it palatable to the mass markets. And in doing that, whatever sanctity the original concept had, whatever zeal or creativity it had... is sort of beaten away. It's whittled out. It's starved out of the equation.
I'm not like making fun of Neil Druckmann's passion project per se.
Someone pointed out, Sarah pointed out, these are giant rats in these tubes, and I would not have noticed that if not for that comment.
Oh,
so free them.
They don't look like it. They look like Dobermans.
Well, we saw the giant rat in the sewer earlier, so I guess they're genetically... They're either testing to see how they got that way, or they're producing them? Deliberately?
Just trying to make dog-sized rats as pets and just fucking it up.
There's a huge market for this. People love rats.
Oh, I did actually want to talk about an elf a little bit more. Just to say, Cass, I think you should check it out on your prototype Switch. I love how you have like a sidekick cat in that game, and I fucking love how that cat is written, because it is written like someone, like an actual animal had been written into a story as a talking animal, because it just talks completely bluntly and is not paying attention to anything and just doesn't care.
They don't want to be there. They weren't supposed to work today. Yeah.
It's not like they don't want to be there. They just really don't. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like you have a main character who talks like she thinks she has a big vocabulary, but she really doesn't. But she talks like she's all sophisticated and stuff. And poetic, and then the cat who just usually just responds in maybe like 3 or 4 words, just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, oh no, in such a way that it feels like the cat just absolutely does not. The cat is being a cat. The cat does not give a shit what the owner is saying. The cat is just like, can I go play with that thing now? Can I go?
I will potentially look into it. I do like a good cat. So I destroyed that thing. I took this elevator, which you have to activate by touching the floor, by activating it. There's no buttons to press to make it go up and down.
Where do I leave off with the chat?
Can I stop this before it becomes an enemy? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so it's a matter of finding what door this key card opens. Which is easier said than done, but where there's a will, there's a way. Doesn't look like any doors over there.
In fact, they also said that some games that are bad to play casually are really fun when you try to speedrun them.
Sure, but I don't know if that necessarily denotes a good game. I don't know if that's what the context is in that, but...
No, I don't think that's the context. I think it's just some games that are bad to play casually are really fun if you try to speedrun them. Just like, I think full stop, that's the statement.
Okay. So getting a value out of them, though, I would say. You can, absolutely, if you have an appreciation for that. That might be a way to sort of... Oh, there is a beam lady among those people, so... Big guns...
Magic now says, kind of wild to me how quickly it took this generation for a lot of people to say 30 frames per second console games are unacceptable. I kind of think that a little bit. I'm someone who, like, I will play a 30 frames per second game. I love Bloodborne, but man, give me 60. I need the frames.
I remember, and this is, I don't know if this is like a false memory that I implanted in my brain, because I've not been able to verify this, but do you remember the Order 1886?
Yes, I never played it, but I remember it.
There was an interview with one of the developers that I read before the game had come out, and I referenced this in the old Night Trap article on the site, where they talk about targeting 24 frames per second as a creative, artistic choice, because that's the frame rate the film runs at.
Ugh.
And I have tried to find that quote, and I have been unable, because that is such a funny idea, such a stupid fucking idea. It's, especially at the time, where, you know, what you need to get 24 frames per second without, like, huge screen tearing is you need like 120 hertz or whatever a multiple of that number is. So like, it wouldn't have worked at the time when people didn't have access to high refresh rate monitors. People still don't in some capacity. So to do like an uneven, to do like a locked 24, Magic Meow's correcting me to say it's without judder, not tearing. You get my point.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That game also it has like a crushed aspect ratio, a letterbox aspect ratio that you can't disable.
Yeah.
If memory serves, so it's like Academy standards, like 1.85 by 1 or something, as opposed to like 16 by 9.
I never saw the Hobbit movies, but I heard that they were like at 48 frames per second, and that it just looks fucking weird.
I saw the first one, and I think the first one I saw it with the full 48 frames per second. And
I heard people say it looks like a soap opera.
Yeah, because television, the television soap operas would air at 60, so I don't remember being put off by it, but I'm also someone who's accustomed to high frame rate things and also watching things at double speed. Because I'm a sicko. I'm sick in the head. And I like to consume content quickly. Quicklier. But, yeah, I can absolutely see how they'll put off a general audience who's not used to that. And I know there are people who are getting, like, motion sick off of it, too, so... Who had a sense of nausea walking out of the theater. Oh, did I accidentally... I was trying to find what door. I wanted to see if, like, the elevator had gone up or down. And I think I walked back into it. And is it going to take us back to the floor we were just on? Is this where we just emerged from?
Is it?
Seems like a lot of stairs. I don't remember this many stairs. No, this is where we came from. Yeah, so we ended up going back the way we came. Because of bad signposting, because we got in the elevator and without, like, seeing an animation of it going up or down. That's why you need to do that as a game developer, by the way. You need to... Don't do this. Don't just cut to a load screen. Players need to know they've traveled distance. And also maybe face them towards the door that opens in that case, so they don't walk around in a circle and inadvertently trip the fucking trigger that makes it go back to where they just came from. That's a free one for Titus. Probably shouldn't walk around with a rocket launcher.
Walk around with a alien ray gun.
Get him down! Stop him!
I wonder, is there descriptions for the weapons in this? If I go to... That was a hell of a scream that I cut off there. Weapons. Blaster. Except for its somewhat slow rate of fire, the blaster remains an efficient weapon against all types of enemies. The VX-71P20. I can see why they went with blaster instead, colloquially. There's our missile launcher. MK-21, RoboCop's main weapon. Its fire rate and accuracy make this gun a fearsome weapon against gangsters. Yeah, and there's our... It's good that this flavor stuff is in here. This is a very efficient combination of a night vision system and infrared imaging. It allows RoboCop to easily locate his enemies or certain machinery. Yeah, you know, it is handy. Being able to see through walls, handy. Can I shoot through the walls? Can the blaster act as a ray gun? Or railgun? No. But I totally know there's enemies around this corner.
This is a very much a tangent, but did the PlayStation share for Twitter thing get shut down already?
I know that was news that it was going to happen or was in the process of happening. Objective change. Where's that robot lady? She's the priority. Everyone else can wait. So what did the objective change to? I mean, I wouldn't know if it shut down already or not. Chase the runaways. What, chase them on the speedboat? Are we gonna get in a speedboat? I mean, kudos to them if so. That would certainly be a twist I didn't see coming. It'll almost make up for the lack of minecart. Oh. I think I saw a flash of blue. Which means I'm not messing around. The travel time on these missiles is excruciating.
Oh, are we getting on a speedboat?
I think we might.
Surely it's just going to take us to the next level. We're not going to actually shoot on a speedboat.
So pessimistic. It's not like you've been right on every one of these counts.
No, I was wrong throughout most of Tomb Raider, actually.
Only about what jumps I can make. Look at these guns. They're,
use
they're
those.
camouflaged, I guess, but...
Those are obviously better than your guns.
Oh, those tiny little MAC-10s. That's adorable. Yeah, all these doors are electronically locked. I can open this using the computer. Oh. That could have gone badly. Might still go badly.
Seems to be going badly.
Let's quick save. Let's live dangerously. With 19 health. I wish there was a jump so I could just jump off the railing here, not have to go all the way around, but... Wait, was that a door I need to go through? Ah, whatever. If I can just get on the speedboat and go, I ain't exploring the rest of this level. We ain't that thorough.
Ammunition.
Oh, looks like there's a lot more level that way. Maybe we are not getting on the speedboat.
No.
Shield.
It's right here, though.
Oh, that's how they do it. The contact key. The contact key for the boat. Have you ever once in your life heard someone refer to the keys to a vehicle as a contact key?
Well, it's the future.
Do they mean a contactless key? Like the ones that you press, like a keyless start, or less like, you know, where you turn the button to turn the car? Is that what they meant to say, and they somehow got the exact opposite of it?
Well, no, we're so far in the future that we've got, like, contactless keys are like the new normal key, and this is a special type of key where you have to actually press it or into, like, the hole and turn it. It's like a new technology for them.
It's retro chic is what it is. I will take the health up. And everything else it has on offer. Uh-oh.
Resident Evil 4. Oh.
Wow. I got baited there. What a miserable way to end the level, or to have to restart if that was, like... If we were playing legit, and I didn't have that save state there. Haichi. Yaya, that would... I'd be so fucking pissed.
What? Oh. Got several emails from USPS all in a row. I had no idea.
Archie55J said, "Awesome death. Thank you. I do try." All right, we're going back.
Wii Sports announcer. Nice death.
Ammunition.
Oh, there is one back there. Not anymore. I just want to be able to quickly pick these guys out of the environment. Are you not dead? Oh, oh, he was surrendering. I couldn't pick up on that nuance in this vision mode, in this visor mode. So perhaps that's a downside to it.
Sorry, my augmented vision does not have empathy.
Alright, so we do need to go down there to get into there to get the key. But is there anything we can do about this? Which is going to come gunning for us.
Oh! Oh, hey! Wait, did I miss this earlier?
Miss what?
I feel like someone said this and I just glazed over it, but fucking Henry Kissinger's dead.
Finally!
I could have sworn I saw someone in chat mention that too, and I glazed over it, or maybe I was looking at something else. I'm very tired, but yeah, I just found out Henry Kissinger's dead.
We fucking got him! RoboCop finally punished him for their indiscretions.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
Drink up, yeah, I'll drink to
drink
that.
up for that.
Cheers, indeed. No, we should be decent. We should be, you know, understanding in this time and sympathetic to his family. I'm doing a jack-off motion right now as I'm saying that. Chase engaged. Magic Meow saying, John Cena to announce that Henry Kissinger has been compromised to a permanent end.
There's a image going around now that I am now sharing of the Grim Reaper finally getting Henry Kissinger in that fucking crane game.
Henry Kissinger's dead. We successfully completed another mission. Things are looking up.
I think every Discord chat I'm in right now is actually popping off about this.
And now it's official. Edward DeMarco won a landslide victory in the Neo-Detroit mayoral race. The newly elected mayor quickly moved to institute a curfew. The mayor called on the OCP to bring order back to Neo-Detroit. And OCP's combat robot...
Isn't Edward DeMarco the one that's dirty? That we're investigating?
Here's investigative reporter Kathy Smith.
I'm sure he's fine.
It's pure panic in the streets. OCP technicians are trying to put an end to the carnage, but the units are out of control, and we fear the...
Evidently just a...
We fear the Scritch.
Oops.
From the Navy Corporation obviously still has a few kinks to iron out. Another one of the vehicles did crash and burn just this morning.
They predicted Tesla? Whoa! Oh my god, RoboCop is like sentient. They figured out. They predicted that Tesla automatic cars, auto-driving cars would... No one else could have ever predicted that. What a prescient...
Surely not Elon.
I love when people don't understand that history is circular, that things that happened in the past tend to happen again and again, or that certain things are very easy to predict, as it turns out. The Simpsons predicted this, the Simpsons predicted that. Alright, we're on an offshore platform now. I think this is the penultimate level. I think there's only 8 levels in this game. I'm hoping there's only 8 levels in this game.
Heads up! It's RoboCop!
Want me to see?
Not all of that class was as pretty. 7.
Okay. You're closer to the end than you are to the beginning.
Don't say that. Don't tell me there's like 14 levels or something. Is it 10?
It's not 10.
9?
Maybe. It's 9.
Okay. That's close enough.
For your cooperation.
And none of them are going to be as long as the cathedral level. That last level was relatively short, all things told. And I hope for a repeat of that.
The cathedral level has, like, the shortest section in the guide.
That's only because
that's really only because they gave up.
Yeah, exactly. Truly awful level, though. You know, to get back to something we were talking about earlier, which is about the game, which, you know, when I asked, so should we talk about the game a little bit? Yeah, this pacing is diabolically bad. Just the switch between these overlong levels and ones that are, like, reasonably length. And again, just that lack of checkpoints.
Ah, God. Oh, yep.
Yeah, thermal vision is useless at a distance, as it turns out.
Where's that purple stuff?
Like a shield, I think.
Oh.
Is there another one of those? sniping us from somewhere. Yep, sure enough. No, I'm just gonna keep walking into that down ramp if I try to do it while I'm zoomed in.
Look out!
There we go. Wunderbar.
Get him down! Stop him!
I'm through taking prisoners. I'm just going for headshots now.
Ammunition.
Alright, no idea what that opens because they didn't use a camera to zoom in, but okay. They made it obvious enough.
Oh,
Coming out of the room.
last Kissinger thing, because someone linked to this, and it's a good one. I guess Henry Kissinger decided to make like Spotify and call it a rap. Alright, I'm done. That's the last one.
It's out of your system.
Yep. I saw that and I was like, I gotta share that.
I wasn't gonna stop you or anything. It's
Oh no, I mean, it's like I didn't have anything else to say before I saw that.
This game is missing like a shotgun for RoboCop.
He never used a shotgun.
Yeah, well, he did use
says
fucking...
someone who didn't see the other two movies after RoboCop 1.
I don't think he used a chain gun either. Certainly didn't use this fucking thing.
I don't know, that feels like a RoboCop 3 weapon from what I've heard. Like, he has a jetpack, why not, like, a ray gun?
That's a true enough point. Can't fault your logic on that.
Actually, they should give him a jetpack in this game.
Yeah, they really are missing a trick by... That could be your jump, is you could just use the thrusters. Remember Shadows of the Empire, the Star Wars game? And the jetpack levels in that and how fucking miserable those were?
Kind of. I do remember the jetpack levels. I vaguely remember playing them.
Do people generally agree that that game is not great? What's the consensus on Shadows of the Empire? I think a lot of people got it because was it not a launch title for the N64?
I don't know if it was a launch title. I remember back in the day, we were all very impressed at the Hoth level. Because I think that was the first time there was a Hoth level like that in 3D.
I know the SNES game had a 2.5D version of it.
But I think it's a game that generally now people like, yeah, I have good memories of that game. But I don't think people out there are saying, like, this is still very good to play in 2023.
That's just backtracking if I go that way, I think. Yeah, that's just backtracking. There's only one room I can go into. But I can't figure out what to do in that room. Maybe this will shine some light on the situation? No.
I'm looking for a hot switch. RoboCop on Tinder.
Looking to interface. Yeah, what the fuck? Where am I supposed to go? I can at least satisfy myself with some explosions here.
Did you say you're on a platform top, a platform interior, or a platform underground?
I don't know, but this dude spontaneously appeared out of nowhere. Key card.
Oh, there. That's a good sign.
So wait, what I had to do was shoot that barrel to make this guy appear to drop the key card that presumably opens those doors? What a dog shit
puzzles.
What a dog shit progression. You know,
Thanks, Roberta Williams.
Not every player is gonna like destroy everything in the environment. You know, even though they should, because it's the most fun part of most games. Oh. Smooth. Security system disarmed. Presume that opens this door. And yes, now we're cooking.
I just realized we're still playing this. I don't know what I was trying to say. Like, I just realized we got past the level with the speedboat.
Yeah, we saw the speedboats in the cutscene. We did not get to ride them or shoot off the back of one. It's a huge disappointment, but what is that if not the story of this game?
I think I've been looking more at chat and, mostly chat.
Hey, like I said, they can't all be winners. This is bad, but not in exciting ways. It's bad in tedious ways, which is, you know, the worst thing you can say about a game is that it's boring bad. As a lot of people will contend. I think someone in chat even may have said that earlier, that the worst thing a game can be is boring. I don't know, if you were a RoboCop super fan and you wanted to live out your RoboCop fantasies, to be RoboCop...
You didn't feel like you were done just walking around the house very slowly going, You could try a video game instead. I have had this thing on mute, by the way, for the entirety of the stream.
I can't blame
except
you.
for the cutscenes.
You're wiser than I am. Oh, another hostage situation.
You're under arrest.
Oh, they do actually. What was that RoboCop voice? RoboCop sounded like a lady for a second there. Their voice was higher pitched.
Good move, creep.
I do like it is good that they thought ahead to be like, what if players just try to circle strafe around this? Can you just get behind them and shoot them? And the answer is no. They have a contingency for it.
Energy.
But yeah, this game's still going. You're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
We took like a few weeks break from it, and it's we hop back in, and it's still going. It's just as exhausting after an hour and 40 minutes or so as it would be if we had just been playing it non-stop.
Shield.
I could check those doors and see if there's anything else to do in this level, or I could just
leave. There you go. I'm guessing this is the underground section that the guide mentioned.
Is this not the same exact elevator FMV we saw in a previous level? Just recycle that? Why not, I guess. Level 8? Level over?
Guessing. I'm assuming this is platform underground.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was really hoping this level would be done already.
Ammunition.
At least they're changing up the scenery. At least you know, you can't accuse this game of the levels of just blending together. They're all distinct. I mean, do they play the same, like in actual execution? Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And again, if not for save states, from the
all
top.
the way back.
Oh my god, another one of these guys. Alright, duck down already so I can take the shot. Thank you.
your gun. You're under arrest.
Yeah, did you hear the voice line? That I guess you didn't because you have it on mute, but
Nope.
so that was the line read again. I guess it wasn't as high pitched as it sounded in my head the first time, but it still sounded like someone who is not the regular voice actor for RoboCop, the one that is, you know, regularly doing the lines in the game. It sounded like they got someone else and hoped that the technology filter, the RoboCop filter, would have just like made it indistinguishable from.
Get him down! Stop him!
They're giving us plenty of ammo for this thing, so I don't see any reason to use not this. Music's fine in this game. I know you can't hear it, but...
Oh, let me turn back on and see.
The end for me. RoboCop, take this microfilm. It contains all the information you'll need to beat Mind.
Mind?
One thing before you leave. Promise me to destroy the complex and put a stop to these horrible experiments.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
I will do my best to honor your wishes, Professor.
Okay. Well, we have a mission, and an enemy called Mind.
I'm sure they've mentioned Mind, but...
No, I don't think they have.
Seems to be for some sort of security system.
Who the fuck is Bardis?
You can access the information.
Is this our butler?
Security codes.
Game's dropping a lot of stuff on us now. Also, Magic Mouse saying, "Tell my wife I want a divorce." Famous last words. Alright, so maybe go back.
There's a 5-second film I really like where, and I'm going to do one of those things where I
explain a
do
comedy
a joke
premise.
Great by explaining it, and it's, yeah. Or it's a guy, like, in World War II in a plane that's crashing, and he's on the radio and he's yelling, "Tell my wife I said, ah!" And then it just hard cuts to the guy saying in front of the guy's wife going, "Ah!" as he puts down the telegram.
Very good. That's right. That is how that would go down. Okay, so we opened all the doors to get to here. Can I just walk through this?
No.
Okay, I shoot it. Okay, that's fair.
I like how that exploded, though.
Yeah, no, all the explosions in this game, all the particle effects are c'est magnifique. A word I keep mispronunciating. Say magnifique. Every time. I always hesitate when I say it. So I keep saying it to try and get over that hesitation.
Ammunition.
I can spin this gun. Like the standard pistol.
Doesn't feel quite the same. Somehow less cool.
Wait, did we just come around full circle? Jesus. Huh? What door is locked from the inside? This one? I guess we came out the way, and so right is that way, and this is horrible level design. That's what I'm getting at here. Is this is just dog shit. I wonder if I could just take the elevator back up and Splitsville out of here. But I think our objective lies somewhere inside. Not that door. This is where we met the professor and heard his dying words.
No, I thought that was a room upstairs that we.
It is upstairs, but this is the way to get upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the amount of circles you have to walk through, circles you have to walk in this game, to figure out where the hell you need to go. Kinda unforgivable. Did I shoot that and walk through it? No. I can jump down the stairs at least. Okay, so there's nothing in this room. This door don't open. Which all that leaves... It's not that, that's the elevator we came in from. Is this section over here. We can't go through that. It locks from the inside. Can't blow these up.
Of course not.
That'd be too much fun. We open this. No. So all that leaves is the way we have already gone. I went left. Maybe I need to go right. But I thought I had gone right. The first time. This might be new? Let me quick save. No, that's right. No, we've been here before. Shot the lady there. Oh, staircase? This has to be it.
Okay. Hopefully. I feel like I'm about to lose my mind. I'm not even the one playing it.
Yeah, this is...
Obviously you can't see it, but my eyes were just starting to get really wide.
They played a sound clip, by the way. I don't know if you heard that or not. But
Nope.
I think they're framing us to make it sound like RoboCop is shooting up the city right now, is on a rampage. There was no subtitles for it, and no one has commented on it on comms. Oh no, and I'm going around the fucking circle again. Okay. Good thing I have to save
No.
state.
They did state earlier that, like,
OCPs
OCP's robots. Yeah. Those are rampaging.
OCP base.
It's playing again now.
Yeah.
Shot the mayor. He's shooting at anything.
Oh, yeah, now I hear. Yeah, you're being framed for something, I think. Unless that guy taking a hostage was the mayor.
Somehow I don't think so.
Oh, that was great. That's a great death sound.
That's why I want to go out. Shot by RoboCop. Whoa. How do I get that?
I heard people were talking about, like, good death noises. I just didn't hear any of them.
Alright, this room's a gauntlet. So we get to hear it a third time as I...
Alright, good.
I will save state closer to that door. You know, you just don't know when to save state because you don't know which way is the right way.
OCP base. City Hall.
Yeah, we heard it the first two times. Oh my god, my health drained so quickly. How did it drain so quickly that time? There weren't any, like, ladies shooting electricity beams. You know, fuck it. When I get in there, I'm just gonna start blasting with a rocket launcher. Like, right out the gate. Let's not even think about this.
Shot the mayor. He's shooting at anything that moves.
Alright. 1, 2. Gave us plenty of rockets, so there's no reason why I shouldn't do this, I don't think. That's actually... Those were actually Henry Kissinger's last words, last noises.
Yeah.
Why is it highlighting these? Like I can interact with these or do anything with these in any capacity? Well, let's quick save again. And then just the second I get in this room...
Nope, that one. Oh, this room sucks. Oh, this room really sucks.
They do give you a full heal before you go in here.
Yeah, but like you go in here for the first time, you don't know what's happening, and then you start the entire level over.
It's a hard lesson, but a necessary one. Any more enemies to spawn? That was it?
Ammunition.
I wonder if we could have skipped that encounter.
That's the thing you need the most of after that was ammunition.
Success with only one C. They misspelled success on that prompt. Oh. Next level? Oh, we just escaped. They didn't want to show us the 5-minute escape sequence. They didn't want to give us a timer. God forbid there's any tension. It would be legitimately tough to try and get out of here in 5 minutes without going around in circles, so... Probably for the best.
Congratulations, RoboCop. Your mission...
You killed the mayor. Congratulations.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to comment on that at all. I wonder if anyone's going to be like, we're behind you, RoboCop. We know you didn't kill the mayor.
It'd be funny if that was completely dropped. Like, no one ever mentioned it again. Just, there was a radio part where someone said RoboCop just shot the mayor.
I think we're about to get the news' take.
RoboCop, who until now has held the total trust and respect of the city, has just assassinated Edward DeMarco, the mayor of Neo-Detroit. The security guards responsible for protecting the mayor were unable to act, faced with RoboCop's murderous rage. But one of them was able to identify his attacker before dying.
OCP base, this is Roberts at City Hall. RoboCop's gone crazy.
Yeah, we heard this in the mission. Why'd they play it in the mission if they're just going to play it again here?
OCP base, this is RoboCop.
The armed forces of OCP have been placed on maximum alert. Jim Minnelli, CEO of OCP, announced that he would work in close collaboration with the city council to apprehend and sentence RoboCop as quickly as...
So it's like almost like they have like a plot now here.
Still no word from the crew of the European...
Took them long enough. Are we just going to be back in the briefing room? Yeah, we sure are.
I guess you're under arrest, RoboCop.
We know it's not your fault.
Oh.
Ernest looked over the papers that Professor Esteban gave you before he died. That thing they call the mind is in fact a conglomeration of human brains. Powerful processor in the world. He also found out...
Oh, it's Headhunter 2.
Based on the results of Esteban's research for Mind, it's an electronic microchip that alters its victim's behavior once it is implanted in their brain. Ernest was able to locate Mind. It's on the top floor of the OCP tower. I uploaded the access route to the complex to your system.
Imagine we had to pick up those clues along the way and solve this mystery ourselves like a cop would.
Oh yeah, I almost
You're not Robo-Detective.
I hadn't meant to get...
That's Inspector Gadget.
But we're pushed for time. I'm sure it'll come in handy in your quest for the truth. Now get going, RoboCop, and be careful.
Alright, new energy weapon. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for it just to be the blaster that they accidentally introduced early in the game, and that we're only supposed to get it now.
I can't believe they fell for it. I totally killed the mayor.
Oh, look at this, we have a case file! Wanted for assassination of the mayor. Sex, male, race, cyborg, alias super cop. Only 550 pounds, that's impressive.
You're under warrant for tampering of physical evidence.
The most egregious crime. Solved cases. DeMarco Edward. He solved when he got killed. That'll close that case to be sure. What's this unknown? No idea. Can't tell from the thumbnail. pictures. Oh, wait, hold on. Look at those codes.
Okay.
I wonder if we'll need to use those.
Well, give me a second.
Yeah, I'm screenshotting it as well. Because it said picture. I bet this won't be used at all. I bet it's just... Okay.
Now I have a photo on my phone of it.
So this is almost an interesting concept. If they had been exploring it and, like, you know, hinting at it more tangibly throughout the game. I know Brain Drain was, like, available from the start, but, like, we weren't really discovering anything about it, you know? Oh, well, OCP Tower. Mission 8 of 9, you said?
Yes.
We're nearing some sort of conclusion.
Guys, this is a very linear level.
Good. That's what I love to hear.
It also says this is a very difficult level.
Oh, new gun. I'm not gonna use it straight away though.
Oh, that's ED209 saying I'm now authorized to use physical force, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not here though, are they?
You can hear something stomping around. Yeah, there he is.
Okay, so that took like 6 shots to kill them. So there might be something to that gun.
RoboCop, thanks to the evidence you've uncovered, I convinced the captain to launch an offensive against the tower. We're getting cut to pieces by the ED209. We can't hold out much longer. Get over to the north parking lot as fast as you can and help us out.
I would love to help out. I don't know which direction is north relative to anything here. So it may take me a minute to get there.
Roger. North is up, right? Go up building.
We are murdering these corporate goons, though. And I'm here for it. Oh my god, there's a lot of shit going on in that room. Alright, let's take a breather. Let's regroup.
RoboCop. Murphy, we rebuilt you into the perfect robotic police officer. Unfortunately, we had to remove the part of your brain that understood cardinal directions.
Truly sinister.
Is that alright with you? Is that all what? I don't know what that means. Alright, that's fine. Never
What does
mind.
right mean? I was shooting the gun and not the person.
Well, you know, one of those things kills people.
Shut up. Okay, I think this is where the cops were. I think this was the northern parking garage. I think we helped.
Get him down! Stop him!
Oh, still more work to do. Alright, you stop shooting. I didn't mean all of you stop shooting. They were all taking turns. That's adorable. They all waited their turn to shoot. They wanted to make it a fair fight. Little did they know.
This is an RPG. It's like turn-based combat system. Alright, good job on helping them.
Oh, I could just go that way and progress the level, or I could go backwards and... Sometimes I like to frighten the viewers by convincing them, by tricking them into thinking that we're going to do some horrible, meandering bullshit.
Get down!
Get down!
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is the ED209s that...
Yeah. Because my first thought was like, what happened to the pitch of RoboCop's voice? And I was like, no, that's just not him.
Alright, 2 of those. Take 2 of those and call me in the morning. Maybe one of these grenades will actually do the trick. There we
Things
go.
like just got terrible aim.
Good
All
for
things
us, bad for
considered.
them. Trying to grab that before it blows up. Just swoosh on in there. Yeah, that is a fire, I suppose. Oh, they meant shoot at me. Vidicum King says, oh, I recognize this level. This is the tunnel from the end of THX 1138. Odd to see a RoboCop game referencing it. I know there was a 1138 reference earlier in the game. That was this game, right?
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I didn't catch it. And I had to ask you what it was a reference to, and you're like, the movie. I was like, oh.
God, another one of these things. And all we have is pistol ammo now, because I used up everything else. I know this gun's only good for killing gangsters, but, you know, any port in a storm. Alright, missile. 3, 4, 5, missile. 3, 4, 5, missile. I don't know if we're making it out of this one.
Not feeling it.
Wait, oh, this is the trick we used before. If I can kill these guys... Damn it. Oh, well, here's our quick
Who's
save.
that voice line?
Hopefully we'll hear it again as we return to the fray. Oh, no! I used up the 2 good bullets in the good gun. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Pistol only for this. And also, can I blow up this motorcycle? No.
Alright. RoboCop, level 8, pistol start.
They don't pistol start you in this game, but they do take all the ammo out of your guns. For the most part, I think they limit you to like whatever is like the capacity of 1 magazine.
What a rush.
I think possibly the most psychotic line in this game, honestly.
It's also the most in line with a RoboCop. Not the movies, but like the most in line tonally with what the original RoboCop movie was supposed to be going for, which is an indictment of the police and in private policing and policing for pay, as policing as industry.
Now, granted, it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but wasn't Murphy supposed to be the mythical good cop?
Yes.
It still feels unhinged for him to say it.
Yeah, no, they missed the trick by having RoboCop be the one to drop that line, but...
Okay, RoboCop, we're out of danger now. So your objective... Oh,
Look, it's a dead cop.
Oh, there were police officers in here you were saving. When you said that earlier, I thought, like, you never ran into them or something.
No, they were there. They were there all along.
I really like that delivery.
It is good. It is quite good. Alright, quick save here. We established grenades don't do much, but what about this gun? $11, $12, $13, $14. Okay. 18 shots from that will do the trick. 18 shots, more than enough to kill anything that moves. So now we have 1 shot with this and 2 shots from the electrical weapon, the energy weapon. Oh, and we have whatever ammo this is. More of this. Alright, we're fine now. We will not have a problem with the boss upstairs. Wherever they may be.
There he is. Has anyone seen a big robot around here? No, not me.
The other one.
Apparently goes by the name of RoboCop. What if that's the thing that killed the mayor and everyone thought that was you?
Case of mistaken identity.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big robot with guns here that just shot the mayor. I think it's RoboCop.
Surely there can't be any other big robots with guns.
Wait, is this the end of the level?
Is it? Hold on, wrong gun.
No, it's not. It said objective robot destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, like, on this...
So there won't be any more of those
guide,
robots
it says,
to deal with. It'll just be regular goons from here on out.
Well, on this guy it says boss, robot. And I was like, wait, was that it? It's like, no, I guess other robot.
They are spawning in a lot of guys. Going up?
Yeah, you have to find a console and hit action, and then you'll take an elevator up.
Alright. I think I can pull that off. Is there another door like that one over here? Yes. Never mind the extra shots there. Never mind that he surrendered and I shot him a couple times.
Oh no.
What is it, Charkie?
I just saw what the final level's gonna be.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
Alright, so you already know what we're getting into then.
Yeah, unfortunately. Is this at least going to be end of this mission? No.
This is the last section of this mission for the boss of this mission. As in, there's not another low zone.
What the hell is shooting me? These aren't robots? These don't count towards the robot total?
It's just a Halloween costume.
Oh my god. I'm calling mulligan on that. Can we get a do-over? Also, am I completely out of ammo for that ray gun? Got them. Unless they're getting up right now. No. One's upstairs. No, no. Forget that. Quick save in slot 3. Jeez Louise. And restart from the top. Alright, which one is shooting me still? What is shooting me from this direction? I thought I cleared everything out of this direction. Oh, nope, sure enough. Fuck this. Give me grenades. Or there's someone above here. Where is gunfire coming from? Up there. My grenade missed. It went to the ledge. It did not make it onto the ledge. It blew up next to me. That should do it. You know what would be really cool right now? A healing item. I could go for
really
one
cool
of those.
right now. This Rockin' Cats for the NES.
Keep bringing up Oh, destroy the computer.
Also known as New York Yankees in Japan.
You're not wrong, but... There, computer destroyed. Oh, cool. I tried to walk onto the elevator and it pushed me off as I was walking onto it.
Ammunition.
I hear something shooting at us. Oh, that's a key card. I presume we need that. But I'm hoping there's health up here, which we also desperately need.
Ammunition.
Nope. There, somewhere around, according to the guide, somewhere along the way is 100% power up. I do not know how many enemies you'll have to face between now and that power-up. That seems like more enemies than you'd be able to do.
How did that keycard spawn in the middle of the room last time? What do we need to do to make that happen? Maybe we need to kill every enemy and then...
I'm guessing you just need to kill everybody.
Oh, I need to go back up there because he has energy weapon ammo. Which I do need because that is the best gun we have by far. There's the keycard. Is that also energy weapon ammo? Yes. I can tell by the blue box.
Ammunition. Ammunition.
Okay, I'm gonna save again before we open that door. And then pray. My prayers were not answered. Slow peeking. He's already dead.
Oral strike on RoboCop's location right now.
Jesus Christ. They're not making it easy for us. Through the wall? She can hit me through the wall with that fucking thing? At least I can sidestep it. But there's a turret up here, though.
Oh, that's what was hitting you. I thought somehow, like, that the blue plasma thing was just continuously causing damage after you got killed.
There might be another sentry up there.
I think I have a guess where it might be.
Out of range of it.
Fire!
Who's saying that? This is...
Well...
With no health, this is brutal. If we had a couple hit points to spare, that'd be one thing. Okay.
Turning into a bullet hell.
I think I have a strategy here. As good as one as I can formulate, which is not very good. I'm not good at formulating strategy, but I want to blow this area all to hell. It's a little tougher when I have that person shooting me, so let's deal with them first, maybe? Before they shoot me would be even more ideal. Step to the right. This is going to take all my skills.
2 more hits. You take all right. One more hit.
This is a legitimate test of my...
We're in Dante Must Die mode now.
Okay, alright, alright. Fuck. That ain't gonna work.
Cyborg, win a prize.
Oh. So close, but yet so far. Alright, chat, do you believe in miracles?
Don't answer that.
damn it. We're getting closer. That one was a fluke. Let's keep running in place. I'll get you with the nut shot. And then there's one up there, and then one down here.
I see where that 100% everything one power-up is.
Yeah. Damn it!
Have you tried negotiation?
I don't believe it's an option, unfortunately. Ooh.
Oh, hey, the results are in from that question you asked Chad earlier.
I'm guessing it's no and nope.
Yeah.
Did I get her? God damn it!
Nope.
Son of a bitch! They lulled me into a false sense of security. Oh. Again, if I had health, this would not be nearly as mean. This would be entirely doable. It's on me for not having played well enough to have maintained health to this point. But also it's on this game for creating long-range enemies that you don't really have the tools to deal with, outside of using the D-pad to turn your gun to a sniper rifle. Which I guess is something, but the bullet travel isn't instantaneous. There's no, like, designated sniper rifle that is just, like, one-shot kill from a distance. Make it a bolt action. Make it, like, really annoying to reload. And that is a fine trade-off.
Make it a World War I rifle.
Yeah, make it an anti-tank rifle. Like a PTRS-41. Son of a bitch. I'm getting worse now because I'm getting impatient. Yeah. Thermal vision. Hey, Charkie.
Yes?
This game sucks. Yo, I'm just gonna quick save. We don't have to deal with that again.
Yes. Quick save after enemy you kill. Quick save. Make sure that you're in a place where you're not gonna get shot, and then quick save after every enemy you kill. You don't want to quick save right as the bullet's coming at you.
Oh, that dude's still alive!
So was that other one.
Alright, I have an idea.
The rest of them?
Let's keep charging forward.
Yeah.
I was hoping that speed strafing would help me to dodge that initial shot.
You're not really doing speed anything as RoboCop.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, isn't it? God damn it, if it didn't go a little right, if it wasn't hitting that pillar, that would have been so perfect. Son of a bitch! Alright, I've had enough of this. Oh, I had to reload it. Not that it even mattered.
I was supposed to say we're gonna play something else.
Magic Meow saying, moments like this make sense why games largely move to health regeneration. Yeah. Those aren't going to travel far enough. Seemed like a good idea at the time. He wasn't dead! This dude does not die!
I think there were two of them. I think legit there are 2 of those guys there. Because he's dead.
Yeah,
there are
okay.
2 of them.
There's no range on these grenades. I wish I had the rocket launcher still. Now that was a gun.
Was that everyone? I feel like now would be a good time to save, just in case.
Not until I get that full health.
But what if going up here spawns somebody? And they shoot you before you get that health?
And
What
it'll
if you
be
get
a
shot
lesson
right now?
learned.
Oh. Well, now you should save.
Yeah. Let me collect all the shit first, though. Okay. Oh, we gotta destroy his computer, too. I quick saved.
Alright, there's one more room of folk to take out before you can get to the boss. Or one more chamber, I guess.
Oh!
Guy did not mention that. I take it back, Guy did mention that.
A lot of these sentries. You think their range would be a little better if they're banking on these? I think they'd also be less susceptible to bullets. I guess I'm not an engineer. Oh!
They're banking on you not looking up. I would just reload a save at this point. I would... Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you just want to go out in a blaze.
Do we have electrical gun ammo? Energy weapon ammo? Yes. Can you read the latest messages in chat for me?
Okay. Let me... I'm having a hard time reading today. Let's see.
I'm having a hard time playing games, so, you know, it's all good. Can I use the fact that I'm in blinding pain as an excuse for why I'm sucking so bad at the game right now?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I have tendinitis acting up right now, so that's inhibiting my hands' abilities to play this game. I destroyed the last computer by accident.
Oh no. You weren't supposed to do that.
I'll use this fancy electrical gun.
You still got a boss coming up. In this level.
In this level?
Yes.
Shield.
I think like right after this room.
I thought there was someone else in here with us. Well, I should probably restore everything. I should probably pick up everything that they offer me.
Ammunition.
Oh, they were down here. Is that it? That's a new enemy.
It might be.
They're a little stuck at the moment.
It says boss robot. Are you actually hitting him?
I don't know, but I saved before I started shooting. They're not hitting me.
I feel like you're hitting, like, the...
No, this is hidden.
Okay. It says there's a robot boss at the bottom section of this chamber which shoots explosive ion shots. Yeah, that is the boss. You're doing exactly the thing that the guide says you should do.
Of course I am. Because why would anyone engage that boss on its own terms? Like, honestly.
You said you could shoot with the ion gun. I think you were just, like, in a bad position. You weren't actually hitting it.
Yeah. That's alright. Still got 10 shots left for that. Spin a gun on him, RoboCop.
Little Ziploc bag. This robot was smoking weed.
Plant drugs on it. Yeah, this is why I shot it. Those new cyber drugs. Eye dosing. Remember eye dosing when people were afraid of eye dosing, which was like listening to audio that made you high? Mega 64 did a great sketch about it. Yeah, they called it eye dosing because you listened on your iPod to these digital drugs. An epidemic on America's youth.
I just like the idea now of like a cop planting evidence on anything they destroy. Like they bust down a door and they just like plant like some coke on it. It's like had to deal with it.
Great work, RoboCop. I'm proud to count you as one of my men.
Oh, we actually 100% of that level, it looks like. Excellent. Not just satisfactory, excellent. And finally, we've gotten the approval of our boss, who's proud to count us as one of his men.
Great work killing the mayor, RoboCop. Like, none of the police all actually believe that you killed him, but they're just really happy about it.
They don't want to get on your bad side. They don't also want to get killed.
No, they just hated that mayor.
Alright, no new files.
Final level.
No new evidence. Mind.
Oh my god, it's almost over.
Then it'll be on to, probably, Alone in the Dark 2008, which is currently ahead in the Patreon poll for the next long play. Which will at least have more to say, more to talk about, I like to think. Alright, only one objective, destroy mind. Oh, isn't that... This is so classic. Giving you a bunch of pickups right before the final boss. Oh,
this is a Doom level, yeah.
This rules. I'm sorry, more games should do this. I don't even want to go in there yet. I want to make sure everything's loaded first. Alright, that's loaded. Okay. You ready to make history?
Go for it.
They didn't give us any health, which Video King astutely pointed out. I'm stuck in place.
At least if you die like immediately or something, then you just respawn right where you were with all your health. In fact, maybe you should just die immediately so you respawn with all your health so you can quick save.
And maybe I won't be stuck next time, unless it's supposed to be like a cutscene.
No, this is what's supposed to happen. This is... The guide says you can't walk around while this happens.
Very cool.
That's him. That's RoboCop. This is still cutscene.
Well, I destroyed that robot.
Did you?
Yeah, there was a robot in the center there.
Never mind.
Okay. That only did 2 damage to me.
Ouchies.
Okay, so they're gonna pop out of one of these other holes.
I would assume. Okay, holes up top, not holes at the bottom.
I'm just trying the stupid approach first. What happens if we just unload on it? Don't even consider our health or shield or anything else. Well, there is some energy here I can pick up at least. I think that was an effective hit. Does Guy mention anything about just the head being vulnerable, or is the whole thing, or?
No, you open those. Keep turning around. Keep shooting at the tip holding. Wait. After a while, the red lights on the underside of the spine will start to turn on and shoot at you. Keep shooting at the lit ones.
Okay.
You actually... Okay. So by shooting at the robot and destroying it, you actually skipped a phase of this fight.
I'll take it.
Because it was saying keep shooting at the robot that's on its mouth.
Oh, maybe there still is a robot in the mouth. Maybe it picked it up with its mouth, and I mistook that for... Who's the robot, though?
Yeah. I assume fake RoboCop, right? Because that's narratively what you would do with the setup you have. Let me check it again. After all, the red lights on the underside of the spine will start to turn on and shoot at you. Keep shooting at the lit ones.
It'd be good if it was giving me any indication.
Yeah. It would help if there was like some sort of feedback. This is the final boss.
Yes. But there's still a little more to do after.
Yes. The part that I said, oh no, about.
Yeah. And I don't remember how to do it.
The guide says trial and error.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Meaning if you fuck it up, you would have to do this boss over again. I like how you're still definitely shooting that thing while reloading, so it was going off to the side.
Bad trigger discipline. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so you had not destroyed the robot yet. And it's still in its mouth, so I don't know. I mean, this is potentially a cool design.
I might as well not waste my precious ammo on it then. Let's switch to the pistol. Yeah, if it just did this attack more frequently, we'd actually be better off. Magic Mouse saying then there's the endgame gear grind and New Game Plus, and much to consider, much more to the game. Wonder if I can trigger it to do the stand-up motion, like the... I think maybe I'm supposed to be hitting those from the very start or something? I don't know if we die and have to start this over.
Stand in the middle of the room and keep turning around till you see which wall the spine comes out of. If you get too close to it, it will shoot at you with an ion explosion. Keep shooting at the tip holding the robot. After a while, the red lights on the underside of the spine will start to turn on and shoot at you. Keep shooting at the lit ones. Eventually, it will fall to the floor and die.
Okay.
So, that's the entirety of the guide. No, because it's very specific. I can tell when it lights up. So maybe you have to keep shooting at the tip to make it. No, it started lighting up.
I guess we really didn't need the health after all.
It's not.
Those two left.
See, in this case, I would be one to assume that green means this one is still active and red means you have destroyed it.
I think there's only one left. Which means it's gonna do the melee attack the next time it comes out. If it comes out again. Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to die. I'm not coming back out. Fuck it. Okay. Quick save or something. Oh, I see where everyone thought that was you.
Easy mistake to make.
Bring these to some turtles and a rat.
Thermonuclear charges active.
Safe.
Yep.
Yep. Good. Alright. Guy says, trial and error.
We have the codes. These are the codes that are,
Yes.
And they are in the order.
It's just pick one. If it's wrong, you have to so if you get... Okay, that one's that one.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, so it resets. Okay, so go back to that one. That's one.
Yeah. It was the last one you check, so skip to the end. No.
Alright, go back.
Yeah, this is gonna be 4.
It's 4. That one's 1.
And that one is 5.
Yep.
This isn't that hard. This isn't that rotten. It's not fun. It's not engaging, but... Alright. Okay. So 50-50 shot on these next two.
Alright. Alright.
Alright, so we should let the time
run out.
Actually...
But to say, yeah, what? Wait, maybe you missed something. Did you get all the bobbleheads?
No, I forgot.
Did you get all the acorns?
Yeah, we need to go back.
Are there any hostages left in this room? Pick up.
Yeah, we can do that in 12 seconds, right?
8, 7, 6, 5.
Alright, you're gonna want to listen to the cutscene.
Alright, go ahead and put that number in.
Whoops! Whoopsies. All right, now I want to hear the boss chew us out.
And they call you Super Cop? Get out of my sight.
We're all dead. Boo.
This dude came back from being vaporized just to shit on us. To shit on our performance.
This is actually taking place in hell right now.
All right. Mercifully.
I should have smiled.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. But alas.
I'm proud to count you as one of my men.
You think there's going to be anything after that? Any clearing of our name?
I'm thinking straight to credits. After save.
No.
Oh, no.
The revelations of Professor Estevan rocked our community like a bombshell. The scientists who worked in the highest of secrecy for OCP brought forth evidence implicating the directors of OCP and the
OCP was bad all along?
Edward DeMarco. RoboCop, who received a hero's welcome from the city's populace, was quickly in pursuit.
Thank you for killing the mayor. I said I didn't kill the mayor.
And the Neo-Detroit Police Department are combing the city.
Hit that button.
Damn right I will. That's another one down, another one done and dusted. I'll read a comment before I get into my thoughts. Video Game King saying, this really feels like an Angel of Darkness situation where two separate stories were stitched together to develop because the developers didn't have the room to fully develop them as a single idea. The difference is Angel of Darkness kind of tries to stitch everything together, but RoboCop switches tracks and hopes you won't notice. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I just don't think they developed the details at all. I don't think they had plot as a priority. And so it kind of dissipates into the background and only crops up at the end when you need to feel some sort of motivation to kill the final boss. Outside of just killing a final boss. Look at that! RoboCop versus a giant rat in the sewers! That was what their, like, dramatic, artistic interpretation of the first fight we had in the sewer against a giant rat.
That was the first piece of concept art they made for this game. It's like, this is what we want to base our entire game around.
That's what they sold the game on, the premise and the promise of the game. So yeah, that's RoboCop done and dusted. Titus Interactive's RoboCop. And yeah, miserable fucking slog.
Yep, that's my thought. Miserable to watch, probably miserable to play. Everyone, thank you for watching. It's,
you know, it's not an
sure
idea.
It was miserable.
It's not an idea that is like inherently worthless. Is that everyone loves that new Rogue City game? The idea of a RoboCop first-person shooter can be done. It could have been done at the time, I'm sure, but this was just not the right studio to give this a shot. But, you know, they probably bid cheap enough. And in 2003, what's happened to RoboCop? I guess there was that TV show that it missed debuting alongside. But, you know, for a TV show, you're not going to, like, put crazy money into a tie-in video game, I don't think. Maybe for a movie.
What about that, what was it, Defiance?
That's a different case. What the Stacco? I wish there was some way to play Defiance here. And do the emote where your character just says, Defiance. And they replace all the swear words with people saying, like, made-up words. Like, what the Stacco? Which has just been living rent-free in my head for, like, 10 years now. But anyway, yeah, this game, though. Oh, the credits just stop at a certain point. They don't, like, scroll this off the screen. It just kind of loops and waits for you to press the X button. But yeah, I don't know, there's aspects of this that are relatively polished. some of them, like, it's not without production value. It's just allocated into the wrong spaces, and the gunplay isn't satisfying. It's fine, but it's not good enough to carry the entirety of the game. You know? But there's, like, little nice touches along the way that remind you that, like, this is a team of working developers. It's not that they were terrible at what they did. It's just that they were forced into circumstances that sucked, I imagine. That, like, these are talented people who made a functional product and certainly had some ambition about it, but just for whatever reasons, it does not come together. Never came together for them in any of their games, as it turned out.
Nope.
And I have to wonder if that's just, like, a budgetary thing, that they were just never given enough time or money to finish these things, or if it's just, like, bad creative, bad directors who are... It's so hard to say, but the end result's always the same, which is just games that are usually very sluggish, usually, like, pretty unwieldy in one or two departments, whether it's control or just difficulty of combat encounters, or just the general repetitive nature of it that eventually just, like, grinds on you and whittles you down until you don't want to play anymore, but you have to because you have an internet show.
Yeah, as we all do.
Tale as old as time. But I don't know. It's certainly not the worst first-person shooter I've ever played. It's not the worst first-person shooter I've played for this channel, but it was definitely the most boring, and that's unfortunate, because, you know, it's no fun to watch a boring thing, but it's important work to have it done and dusted. I don't even know if I remember to mention the first episode that this is one of the GameSpot don't play this game picks that Alex Navarro... Oh, we did. We totally talked about that.
Talked about that.
How Do I Even Exist asked, what's the worst FPS you played for this channel? Gods and Generals comes to mind. That is, like, the least functional, one of the worst first-person shooters. But also, that game is consistently funny from minute 1 to minute end. That game is a non-stop laugh riot, so it's good in that sense. That is a good bad game to watch, to play. This is one that I can't recommend in any capacity, not even to the RoboCop superfan. It plays so much like a budget game. You know, it has the feel of, like, a Liftech Jupiter engine game from 2003, put together by, like, a Jarhead Studios, who somehow, like, fell backwards into a movie license and decided they were going to make the least of it. But I don't know, there's really not much more to say, and that's the most frustrating thing, is that I can't even, like, come up with, like, a longer conclusion or more criticism of it. I can't, like, point at, like, specific things, because it's just so bleh for all around, from every conceivable angle.
Like, I mean, at a certain point, like, how much can you say, like, about a bad hamburger you had? Like, it was a bad hamburger.
Yeah, I suppose so. And, you know, thank you to folk for sticking through it, and hopefully we're entertaining enough to carry folk through it. Hopefully people like listening to our voices, and we'll put up with bad games, with boring bad games, to hear more of us. There will be more bad games in the future. Some of them may be a little boring, but
I keep hyping up December, but I think December is going to be more interesting.
Yeah, certainly. We definitely have some ideas as to what we're going to do. And yeah, the Bad Game Hall of Fame will continue. There may be more Titus interactive games in the future, but I hopefully none of them are quite as dull as this. I know one for sure that is interesting throughout, but we'll get there when we get there.
People are appreciating the bad ending.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that people appreciate the ending, that it was worth some sort of comedic value at the very least. But yeah, that will do it for us here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame. I've been Cass.
Actually, you know, thinking about it, if you kind of see the entire game through and then just end it at the bad ending, this is sort of like the video game version of the Aristocrats.
I remember Andy Richter describing a Norm Macdonald joke as, it's like someone asks you to go on a hike with them, and you go hiking for 2 hours. They want to show you something. The entire time they're saying, like, hey, let me show you something. And at the end, it's just a dog turd.
Before we go, on that note, and before we go, should we do a raid?
Yes, we probably should. We got a few people.
Oh, and you know, we got something out of this. stream, by the way. Henry Kissinger died, so.
That's true. Obscuratory is streaming. Looks like some Mac Venture, an EduCorp shareware CD. That's certainly something worth watching. So again, thank you for tuning in. I've been Cassidy.
I'm Charkie.
And we'll be back again with something bad. Bye!
Matt, everybody.